I want to ask you something. When was the last time you let yourself simply enjoy your art making? Without the guilt, without the, but I should be doing something else. Without the voice that says, this moment of joy has to be earned. If it's been a while, I don't think that's an accident. And this month, as I'm working with a color that forms under some of the most extreme conditions on Earth, and yet it still arrives as pure light, I keep thinking about you. This month I'm working with the color Peridot. Here's something remarkable about it. Most of it forms deep in the Earth's molten mantle under extreme heat and pressure. And some peridot arrives on Earth through meteorites, like the stuff has literally fallen from space. And yet, what emerges from all of that intensity, well, it's one of the lightest, most joyful greens in nature. It's not muted or muddy, but it's bright and alive with warmth. I think that's the exact relationship between struggle and joy that most of us get backwards. We think we have to keep struggling to deserve that moment of lightness and joy. But sometimes the struggle, it's already done its work. And what's left is simply permission to feel good. It's okay to feel good and indulge in your art practice without guilt. Let me tell you a little about the history of Peridot. Ancient Egyptians called this stone the gem of the sun. They mined it on a small volcanic island at night because the stones glowed under torchlight but were nearly invisible in the direct sun. I love that detail. Their light was always there. It just needed the right conditions to be seen. Historians actually believe that Cleopatra's famous emeralds were actually peridot, worn not as decoration, but as protection against negativity, against darkness, against everything trying to dim her light. Here's what I've noticed, both in my own life and in the artists I coach. We're really good at pushing through hard seasons. We're not always as good at letting ourselves just land in the good ones. If you've been in a season of intensity, creatively, personally, or financially, and you've started to feel something lighter creeping back in, I want you to actually let it in. Not cautiously, not with one foot out the door while you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, but fully. Let that goodness in. Because that lightness isn't naive. It's been earned. And you don't have to keep re-earning it every single day. In the personal energy portraits I've created over the years, I've noticed something interesting. When a bright spring green shows up in someone's reading, it's almost always representing new opportunities. Something hopeful, something exciting, right on the edge of becoming real. Not something they had to force, but something that just simply is and ready to be made manifest. I think that's true for a lot of you right now, in your art and in your life. So here's my invitation to you this month. Notice where you're still bracing, still working from a state of tension, or from a state of having to prove something or needing to earn that moment of joy. And ask yourself, is that still necessary? Or is it just a habit left over from an older season? Growth doesn't always require struggle. Sometimes it just requires you to stop resisting the ease that's already arriving. If this is a season where you're ready to build with more lightness, not less commitment, but less unnecessary struggle, I teach that balance inside my Patreon community through the 10 keys of living as an artist. The link is below. You don't have to earn lightness or joy. You just have to stop bracing against it. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one.